So Donald Trump himself, I picked two sound bites that I think encapsulate the 1 hour, 41 minutes. Soundbite number one, go.
2 days ago, leftist radicals in Portland, Oregon, ripped down a statue of George Washington and wrapped it in an American flag and set the American flag on fire. Democrat, all Democrat. Everything I tell you is Democrat. And you know, we ought to do something, Mr. Senators. We have two great senators. We ought to come up with legislation that if you burn the American flag, you go to jail for 1 year. 1 year.
All right, so you can see what the president is doing. He is pitting himself against the anti-American left. All right, it's Trump running against them, and then he's associating the Democratic Party with them. That strategy will be in place until Election Day. Second strategy, Joe Biden. Go.
Joe Biden and the Democrats want to prosecute Americans for going to church, but not for burning a church. They believe you can riot, vandalize, and destroy, but you cannot attend a peaceful pro-America rally. They want to punish your thought, but not their violent crimes. They want to abolish bail, abolish and open up your borders. They want open borders, let everyone, and by the way, we're doing so well. We have a record this month on the borders. Nobody's coming in. Very few people. And they want to abolish ICE.
Okay, that's not really a fair soundbite. It's a partisan soundbite. I don't really have much to say other than the Democrats aren't trying to make it illegal for you to go to church. This was a public health thing. He's trying to point out the hypocrisy of the media by saying, okay, it's all right for protests without a mask, but you can't go to church. That's valid. But this is what you're going to hear between now and November. I mean, from both sides. They're going to accuse everybody of everything. But the strategy that the Trump campaign has now agreed upon is twofold. To attack the radical left, the looters, Black Lives Matter organization, all of these people, by linking them up to the Democratic Party. Now, there's some validity to that, because the Democratic Party is not going to stand up to the Black Lives Matter movement. It won't. Joe Biden won't. And I wrote a column on that. I documented it. So that's strategy number one. And then strategy number two is to highlight the former vice president's incompetence. Sleepy Joe, he can't get out of the basement, he can't do this, he can't do that. A better strategy, in my opinion, than that would be to highlight Joe Biden's senatorial record, which is, pretty questionable. You have to say, you look back, and he was he was a conservative at one time, now he's a liberal, now he's this, now he's that, now he's woke, now he isn't woke. That might be a little bit better, because if you're going to vote for Joe Biden, you're voting against Donald Trump. You're not voting for Joe Biden. There's nobody jumping up and down going, I got to have Joe Biden as my president. There is no one doing that. All right, the radical left doesn't think he's radical enough. The Black Lives Matter crew doesn't like Biden. They made that quite clear. That's why Biden has to put a woman of color in the second. Has to. All right? And the standard Democrats, they just shrug their shoulders. We couldn't do it with Hillary. Maybe we can do it with /Biden Obama. They're going to try to bring back the Obama glory years. But nobody is going, I got to have Joe Biden. So if you vote for him, you're voting against Donald Trump.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.